So recording has been started. Let me share my screen. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So today we are discussing about the इसको तो बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगा. माउस पैड है. So in this chapter we have wireframe. Like this chapter covered only 2-3 pages about talking about the wireframe for the 2-3 pages, right? But we will do the wireframe in detail, low fidelity and high fidelity. And when we will start the wireframe, so before start this chapter 7, I want that at least we spent 1 week on Axure, okay, and try to understand the whole Axure, that how it's working. Let's suppose if we are going for the website design, website prototyping or mobile. So let me open the Axure. So let me introduce the Axure, that how you can use the whole interface. Very simple tool. On the left side you have pages, then you have library, and then you have masters. You have outline. So outline means each page what type of widget you have been added. So here the page on top will open. Let's suppose if you create a new page, so that page number 2 will be shift into the tabs, so that it will be converted into tabs. So let's talk about page 1. So first you have to define the dimension of this particular page. That is very important. For that, in the style you have different dimensions. So web, custom device. Let's suppose if you are building a wide screen software like 3D application or any other application, so you can use your custom device. But today we will talk about the web. So let me select the web. Let's suppose if you select iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14, you have to just select it and you can start your work over here. So let me change into the web. So for the web we have to define the width. So let's define 1280. So normally I use 1280 width for the web version. And what is adaptive view? That I will explain you once. Today I will give you the whole introduction of this particular software. But in nutshell, adaptive view is the same web. So let's suppose, let me show you with examples. So what is adaptive view? So adaptive view actually a responsive prototype. So this is on the right side, this is for the web. On the left side, this is for the same prototype will convert it for the mobile. So let me check if this topic giving any kind of file. practice file. There is no practice file actually. Let me find out. So as you see, this is for the web, and let's suppose if I go into the inspect and I select the mobile tab, so the same interface will convert into it's not adapting. So let's suppose if I decrease the width of this, so you see now we have the menu with this particular bar. So this is called adaptive view, which means if the screen size is reducing, so the UI will show accordingly. So this is very good exercise when we will go for the responsive website designing. So we will talk about in detail once we will finish the intro about this Axure today. We will finish the interaction, we will add nodes, then we will start work. So let's suppose the same website which we will design today as a wireframe, we will convert tomorrow into the mobile. Then we will again come back on this particular point which is called adaptive views. So for now I'm cancelling it. So let's suppose let me find a wireframe on internet. Website wireframe. So let's take this. Copy image, put it here. Even we can see how the wireframe look like over here as well. Okay, so this is very low fidelity. And why this called the low fidelity? Because there is, it's simple like sketches what we are doing on the paper prototyping. So just box, what type of text will be in the box? Is it login or sign up? We don't know, right? We don't know like what type of image, what type of text or description will be there, what is the title or the text in within that particular button. We don't know, but it's giving us a basic structure of the whole page, which we call low fidelity wireframes. So let's draw this one first. After that we will start adding the fidelity. Okay, so let me remove it and let's start from here. So we have a top bar. So for the top bar you have to select the box, drag from here to here, and define till that end. And then we can reduce the height of this bar. So what you can do in this particular, with this particular box, all feature appear on the right side, right? So let's suppose you want to change the border color. You can simply go there, select it, border color will be changed. If you want to add some other color, so just select it and add it. This is very important right bar because here is all UI keys actually. Okay, so let's suppose if you want to add gradient, if you want to add radial gradient, so everything is here. You have to just select this and this. That's it. So here you can add gradients. So let's go in this solid one. I will select gray with little dark border color, and this is my top bar. So I am creating actually very low fidelity for now. So with the Z you can let's suppose if you want to decrease the, you want to see the whole interface, you can use this particular zoom function. If you want to customize it a little bit, like 60%, 70%, yeah, 70% is good, because I am on laptop, so my screen is little small, even it's a 14-inch MacBook Pro. So but I'm taking adding more space, let's suppose 78%. Okay, great. So with the space bar, this home hand button will appear. So with the space bar, if you will drag it, you can drag the whole canvas. So now let's draw the header area or banner area. So this is the another section regarding the banner. And next, how to draw it, then we have these three boxes. So let's draw these three boxes. You can even drag from here, or you can simply copy and paste. So when you will select one box to another box, so if let's suppose you will drag little bit, so it will tell you the unit in between, what is the pixel space in between two boxes. The same will happen from top. So let's suppose if you select this and this, so system will know so system will know that okay, this is from top. So let's talk about the alignment. So let's suppose if I select all three boxes, so now we have these on top, these option will appear. Okay, so let's select middle one. So all is aligned from the like horizontally aligned, and these are the, let's suppose there are some different space from in this box and in this box. So you have to click on this horizontal one, so it will rearrange the whole box. Let me give you an example. So let's suppose the box is like this. Okay, and because wireframe Axure is actually a fast prototyping tool, right? So you have to just select it and it will automatically equalize the whole space, right? And if you group it, so I grouped it. So this is how you can create your own very low fidelity wireframe. So let's add some more fidelity in this. So logo. So for the logo we have image. So this is the image tool. You have to simply drag it and put it like this. We have one more tool which called labels. So these are the labels. You can increase the size if you want to. Let's suppose right now is 14 pixel. If you want to increase the size 14 to 16, so you can do it. You can copy and paste. So each label you can change: home, about. Let's suppose we are working on a portfolio website. Okay, so we have portfolio, and then we have contact us. If you want to add one more button, which we say, let's suppose on the left side we have very beautiful gallery, and then select, let's suppose, where is the button? Yeah, so here is the button. In that button we can simply place our phone number, let's suppose double line, okay, and you can give some space from button to here, simple. And because this navigation is a static navigation, so this will be on all 5 pages, right? All 4 pages, like home, about, portfolio, or contact us. So in this scenario, if we think that okay, this could be a master element, okay, just like we have in Figma components. So in Axure we have masters. So let's suppose why we should create the master, because with the master, let me show you the beauty with the example, okay? So give me 1 minute. So, and please try to understand that this is very important thing which I am telling you right now, and I will tell you why. So let's suppose if you click it and create master, okay, always give proper name to that particular widget. So let's suppose what we call top bar, top menu bar. And this is top menu bar. Then this particular master will look like this, okay. And the beauty of the master is, let me tell you. So let's suppose we have some other page. So this is the home page, and another is about page, and on about page let's copy the whole interface, right? So this is the about page, this is the home page, and now you want to change. Let's suppose you have a prototype where more than 100 screens, right? But let's suppose client said no, I want one more menu over here because I want blog in my website, right? So what you have to do, either you have to click each and every 100 pages and add the block link manually, or if you created or if you manage your masters, you can directly go into the master with double click and you can simply add one more menu, just like this. So let's call it blog, and done. Now if you will come on home screen, the blog has been added. If you come onto the about page, blog has been added. So that is the beauty of master, okay. So, and let's suppose you created this page. Now you want to see this page in the browser. You have to simply click on the preview button and the preview will open in the browser. So here you can see. So now our next task is, let's make this about clickable, okay. So to make this about clickable, you have to go again in the master, click on this text and add the interaction. So click on the new interaction, choose this, click or tap, open link, give the link about. That's it. Say OK. So now if whenever on the element, if the interaction has been added, so this type of icon, electric icon will appear. Okay, like there is something electrifying thing, right? So let's jump into this page and just simply refresh it. So now about have the link. Okay, so if you click over here, so now you can see the about. So because both page structure is the same, so let me change this color so that you can differentiate. Okay, are you really on the about page? So let me go on the home page first. Home page. Okay, let's click on the about us. So now we are on the about us. On the left side in the preview mode, you can see all pages. Okay, so let's come back to the. So it looks pretty simple, right? But it's little boring. Okay, so next task is, let's suppose we have this. So let's cover if I missed anything or not. Okay, so let's talk about now the text or headings. So here is the heading. If I click over here, and whenever you are creating the wireframe, go with only black and white. Okay, so use either gray or black and white. That's it. So this is home page, na? Hello, I am Prince Singh. I am a visual designer and hobbyist artist. ठीक है? So this is one simple intro for about me. क्या है hobbyist कैसे आएगा? Anyway, so this is the title one, and if I would like to add the paragraph, which will go here. Paragraph size I can increase from the right side, and I can simply change this. And on the right side, if I would like to add the image, I can add it about like any recent case study about my projects. So I will add this. Let's add this. So because this is distracted, because this is wide, so you have to little bit measure it. So this is how you have to add the image. Okay, so in image there are a lot of possibilities. Like on the right side, you can change the dimensions, you can change the opacity, you can even add text on it. So those are the basics changes you can do. Okay, and let's suppose if you click on the preview, you can see the preview. And let's go back. So let's talk about another one which we call so let's suppose we would like to add a profile pic, because sometimes interface required that particular feature, right? So what you have to do, you can create any rectangle structure. If you want to add border, you have to just click on this yellow little icon like this, like this. So now the radius has been added, you see. So if you can remove reduce it little bit, like 120 by 120, and you can also add shadow. Okay, so for the shadow, what you have to do, add the shadow like this. So if you will preview it, let's change the image. Actually, go on to the pixel, add a user pic. Let's add her. Select. ये फायदा क्या है, बड़ी ही इसलिए मैंने अगर ये चाहिए 640 डाउनलोड्स में, अच्छा यहाँ से भी कम. So let's go put it on desktop and select the image from the desktop. Just double click on it, it will trigger this window, and you have to select the pic, open. That's it. Okay, if you will play it, it's now little stretched, but don't worry about it. Okay, I will tell you another method if this type of things is happening. That method we call masking. Okay, so let's come back to the Axure again. So this is how we are doing. So these are the text element, paragraph element, and this we have line. Let's suppose if you need the line, you can add the line. If you press the shift, this will not distort or disturb the line, right? Okay, if you will not press, then it will be like not proper line. So you can change the color, add border, corner, padding, etc. Another one is, I will tell you hotspot. Hotspot is very simple. So let's suppose sometime there could be some element where you would like to trigger or give some link. So hotspot is actually triggering a link. So let's suppose I put it over here, I can play it. So it is disabled, okay, but you can add interaction on this. Okay, so let's suppose if I add interaction, click or tap, open link, about. Okay, so if I press again, so you see on profile pic now we have link. So if you click it, then about page will open. So let's go into the Axure dynamic panel. So dynamic panel I will explain you tomorrow, because this is actually a key feature in whole Axure, right? So we have to spend a lot of little time on it. Now we have another one option, inline frame. So inline frame is like, okay, this is the text. So in the text, I don't want to add link. So let's suppose if I play it, you see, I can show, so it's like an iframe. If I want to show any, you got this point on? Okay, let me show you. So this is actually a iframe. So in this iframe, let's suppose I increase this particular thing, and either you can open any interface which you already have, or double click or add existing link, just like principal.in. okay, so you can show that URL in this, like this. Okay, so this is called iframe. If it is required, you can add it. I'm just telling you a feature, right, of Axure. Then we have repeater. So repeater, how it works, let me show you. So it's just like a table. Okay, if you want to create a proper row or table, you can create through this feature. In this feature we have we can add column, we can add text over there, like what text we need. I will tell you in detail when it's required. Okay, so next we have very important field which we need, like text field, text area, drop list, list box, checkbox, and radio button. So let's talk about this first. So we have this one. So this is called text area. Okay, and for the text area, if you want to change, let's suppose if you want to add any hint text, like okay, first name. Okay, so now by default you can see first name without any interaction. So let's suppose it simply behave like this. If you click over here, when you will start typing, it will remove, but it will give the information, okay, what they are doing or what we are expecting from them. Okay, this is also a message box. When we fill the this is a कोड ना यार अपडेट होता है, मैं बताता हूँ। किस पे चाहिए?
व्हाट्सएप में
नहीं, फेसबुक के लिए चाहिए ना? हाँ, एक मिनट मैं बताता हूँ। इधर ये पहले वाला है, ठीक है? अगर ये अपडेट होएगा फिर दोबारा से जनरेट होएगा थोड़ी देर बाद।
अच्छा, 312।
अरे यार वहाँ जाके बंद है, ये अपडेट होता रहता है हर 30 सेकंड में। सॉरी गाइस। So now this is the message box. We have drop down, but there is no option in the drop down. So let's add that one. So click on the drop down on the right side. If you double click on it, then you can add options like list item 1, list item 2, like this. So many. Okay, so preview again. Now you can see list items. In the similar manner, you can also see list item just like this, opening, but with a scroll. So where it's required that particular component, you can use it smartly, like this. Okay, we have checkboxes, we have radio button. We have checkboxes, we have radio buttons, and we have, so let's talk about another one, this which we call tree menu. Sometimes we need this in our item. So what you have to do, you have to click over here, you can change the tree menu, right? And let's suppose how it will do, if I want to add style. This is actually new for me. Okay, so how it will work? Let's suppose you want to add more item into it. So how can do it? Style. Let me do it like this. Oh, on the add child. So if you click over here, you can add child. If you click over here, add sibling.
The parent and
Yes,
child.
on the right side. If you click on the right if you click right click, then you can add child, sibling, after, before. Very simple. Okay, so next we have table. Table is very important because this we use a lot. So table is simple way you can drag it. If you want to add, increase the width, you can do it, but avoid it please for the consistency. If you want to add more columns, so click on the right side, insert row below. So now one row has been added. If you click over here, insert column left, so one more column has been added. Okay, and you can switch the column from in between. So very important table structure, because during wireframing we use a lot of tables. Then we have menu. So you have seen like in the software, like we have this menu, then we have this and this, right? So this you can create very easily. So let's suppose if you click file, so add menu after, you can add one more menu. So if you want to add edit menu, no, this is what I don't want. Let's suppose I play it. So if I want to add more option in this, let's go drop down under the file. How can I add it? Let me check. Adding interaction. Add some menu, sorry. So this is the way you can add the sub menu, just like 1, 2 and 3. So it will only appear when you will
Click on it.
or hover it. Okay, if you want to add one more menu, so add some menu, so like this, 4, 5, 6. So how it will behave on the interface, let's preview it. If you click here, okay, it's opening actually, but it's not showing. Why? Because I have to add more items like this here, so that I can see it. Okay, so this is how it's showing. Okay, very simple. So similar manner we have classic left bar. If we need, let's suppose, menu on the left side, so you can add the similar way, add some menu, add 1, 2, 3, and let's preview it. Like this. Okay, so Vani, till now, do you have any other question? Any question?
Yeah, sir. Can you explain one more time that about page?
About page?
Yeah. Home. There is another page under the home.
So you want to understand like how to create a new page, or the interaction on the on a like.
This one is about the interaction. That one.
Okay, so for the interaction, I will explain you interaction in detail when we will talk about the this one, dynamic panel, right? But for now, let's suppose if you go into the double click on the master, click on about.
Okay.
On the right side, so let me remove it. So on the right side, you have to first select click or tap,
Okay.
open link, and because in our tree structure we have about, right, on the left side, so it will automatically detect by the browser, the Axure. So you have to select on the about, click on OK, and done.
Okay.
Very simple. So if I click on the home page, preview, click on about, so now I can see the about page.
Okay. Sir, how we created this one, sir, about structure under the home one.
Which one?
Uh, in the left side panel, under the home, there is a about, right, sir? So how we created
Oh,
that?
this
about.
one, na? So this,
Yeah.
for this there is a small little plus icon.
Yeah, then you changed the name of that one page.
Just simply click on it.
Yeah, that is okay, sir. There is another page under the home, right?
Mm-hmm.
About page.
Mm-hmm. So if let's suppose you want to add one more page, let's suppose click on it, and then this will appear. So you have to just name it portfolio. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
take the home page, take all element, take about page element and paste it on the portfolio, and just
Okay.
change here portfolio. Okay,
Okay.
so when you will change this thing, so if you will preview it, let's suppose from the home, you can preview it like this. On home there is a portfolio, but
Yeah.
portfolio is not connected yet.
Yes.
But on the left side, just scroll along with the cross button, you can see the whole structure of your Axure.
Okay.
You can, if you directly click on the portfolio, you can see the portfolio page.
Okay.
But let's suppose if you want to add the interaction for the portfolio, you will click over here, go into the portfolio,
Okay.
add interaction, new interaction, click or tab, open link, and click with portfolio. Okay. So now if you click on the preview, click on the portfolio, now portfolio will open.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's it for today. We will cover all other by tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much, Vani. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Bye.
Do we have class today? Sorry, tomorrow and day after tomorrow?
Yes, we have.
Okay, sir.
Are you available?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will continue with next 2 days. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.